Heading back out onto the field, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
18.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Coleman has it here right side. He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
man. With desire. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Trubisky going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They give him a gain of 38. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
This is Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Red, 18. Right.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
18. Red.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Dancing to his left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
That is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Cohen on the toss. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and this belongs to the Vikings. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They run. This is Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Off the toss, Cohen. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And he'll bang that one through. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll set up to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Again, it's Cook. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him for a loss of 5. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw here. Now he's flushed out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down. Play action. It's Trubisky. Now he's flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gun! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Throw right side complete to Carter. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Trubisky will throw. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
18.
Now Trubisky on third and long. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 59 yards. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eric Kendricks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Trubisky now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Back to throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Trubisky to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
18.
One last shot for Trubisky. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. and they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Minnesota, the great run.